Beautiful. Hello, 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 guys. This is Reese from YesApply.co. So excited to be hanging out with you today. Today, I'm going to be talking about what is money really, right? So a lot of people are stressed about money. They struggle with money. They feel like there's not enough. They think it's tough to get their hands on. They are afraid to ask for it. I remember just being so afraid to ask for it. I remember the first time before I asked for a raise, I thought I was going to get fired for asking for a raise. Like, how does that even make sense, right? But when you're not taught about money, when no one around you is really talking about money, and then you're absorbing all these beliefs about money from the people around you, the people in your life, it's not your fault that you feel a little bit weird around money, right? We grow up and money is one of those things that's like taboo to talk about. But when you think about it in the right way, you realize that money is actually very easy. It's very simple. It's literally simple math. And it's literally energy. So that's what I want to talk to you guys about today. Thank you so much for everyone who's joining. And if you know anyone who's having a money struggle, they're stressing over money, or they're worried about it, or they feel like there's never enough, hit the share button. Share this with a friend, somebody who needs to hear this today. It's going to be really inspiring and really helpful for someone who's so caught up in overwhelming money issues that they don't even know where to start. So hit the share button. Hit the like and follow button. I really appreciate it and helps me share my message of helping people overcome whatever obstacles and setbacks they're going through in their life and only take yes for an answer in life and business. So let's get right into it. So I've certainly had these thoughts about money too, feeling like it's hard to get, feeling like it's always a fight or a struggle or tension. But when you really think about it, if you do some research, what you're going to realize is there's literally an unlimited amount of money in the world. They are printing more and more money every day. And if you just do a simple Google search of how much money is being printed, you'll see the chart starts like low, like this, like this, like this. And then in 2017, there is so much money printed that people can't even keep up with it. There is an overabundance of money, right? So if you've ever thought of starting your own business, or you're worried that, you know, the industry that you want to get into is too competitive or something like that, I want you to realize that there's an unlimited amount of money. So even if there's someone who's your competition in your industry, I don't really think about it as competition, but if you're nervous that there's too many people doing a similar thing, no one can actually take any money from you. Even if someone is doing a great job in their business and they're killing it and they have 1 million followers, nobody can take that from you. It's up to you if you want to be able to increase your income to go out and get it, right? And one thing that I learned a long, long time ago is that if you want to be able to increase your income, you want to be able to increase the amount of money that comes to you, a plain and simple way to do it, and also a way that you do it so you feel really confident about accepting that money, is increasing your value. Now, you don't necessarily always have to increase your value, because, you know, money can flow to you any which way. But a lot of times we have guilt about just accepting money, right? Just like sometimes when somebody gives you a gift and you're like, oh no, I don't need it, I shouldn't have done that, you block yourself from receiving, right? But if you increase your value, do things where you feel like you deserve it more, it's so much easier to accept that money into your life. So I want to talk to you a little bit about increasing your value. And this really showed up for me in my life and became very apparent years and years and years ago when I was working in a retail store. And I had been working in that store for a few years, and I was just like over it. Like, I was like, I cannot fold another sweater. I cannot put another person in the fitting room. And I was job hunting and I couldn't find anything. And I knew the kind of job that I wanted, and every single interview that I went to, I didn't get it. And suddenly it dawned on me, if I wanted these companies to take me seriously, if I wanted to go get that dream job, I had to make them see that I was valuable. So what I did was I looked for ways to increase my value. So if you're somebody who's in this situation right now where you're like, oh, I wish I could get a better job, or I wish I could get that raise or whatever, think of ways that you can increase your value. What I did in that time is I knew that I wanted to work at a tech company. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, but I thought tech companies are cool and startups are fun, and I wanted to be in that kind of environment. I thought it would be like a great place for me to transition to. So what I did was I found a school really close to the mall that I worked at. It's called OCAD. It's here in Canada. It's the Ontario College of Art and Design. And I started to take media skills classes, right? So I didn't know where it was going to go. I didn't know how it was going to pan out. Yes, I had to invest in myself. Every course was like $400 or $500. Yes, I had to invest in myself. I had to have faith that I was going to be able to get that money back and it was going to work out for me. But I took a leap on myself, right? I invested in myself. I decided, you know what? This is something I really want. And if I don't go after it, I don't put my all in, I'm going to regret it for the rest of my life, right? And so I started taking courses at this school, and before I had even finished my certificate, because I could now say how much more valuable I was, how much more skilled I was, how much more little blocks I could put on my resume, I already got the job at the dream job that I had in mind. And it's so funny because I didn't know what job I was going to get. I didn't know what company I was going to get, but I had a picture of the kind of job that I was going to work at. I had a picture of me working in this big, open concept office with snacks and dogs running around and really cool hipster people. And that's where I ended up working. And it was actually a really, really great place to work from when I transitioned from retail to tech to what I'm doing now. The next time I increased my value was when I was going from working at the tech company to starting Yes Supply, right? And so I knew, once I figured out how the online business world worked, how I understood how to start generating money and started making income, I knew that I could make money off of digital products, and I also knew that I could make bigger sums of money in a short amount of time from working with one-on-one clients. So again, I had to think about things. Someone's saying, great story, awesome. So again, I had to think about, okay, so if I want these one-on-one clients, if I want these potential clients to see that I'm valuable, to see that it's worth it for them to invest a few $1,000s to work with me, to see that, you know, once they make that investment and work with me, that I'm going to be able to provide them value and help them get to their goal. This was a time where I had to increase my value again. So I started to think about, okay, what do I want to do? What do I want to get paid for? You can see like a Halloween costume flying around outside. Thanks for all the hearts. Thanks for all the love, guys. Hit the share button. Share this with somebody who needs to hear this today. I'd really love and appreciate that. And I really want to share this message with more people. So I thought about, okay, so I want to work with clients. I really want to help people. I know that I can help people. I'm always helping my friends. My friends are always asking me, how do I launch the blog? How do I do this techie thing? Blah, blah, blah. That's just what comes very naturally to me. So I, again, thought about how can I increase my value? So I made another big investment. This was a big, scary investment. It was like a $2,000 online course, but it taught me more about internet marketing. And not only did I invest in that course, what I also had to make sure was that I took action on it, right? I see a lot of people who buy course after course after course and article after read article after article read article and watch what everyone else is doing, but they don't actually take action on it, right? So what you guys need to make sure that you're doing if you're in this situation is buy the course that you're interested in. If your heart is pulling to you and you say, yeah, you know what, I think I really need that in my life, go for it, do it, but then make sure you actually do the work, okay? The transition and the transformation doesn't come from you just clicking the buy button. It comes from you actually learning it, studying it, watching it a few times, going back to it, and then practicing on yourself, getting a friend to practice with you. What if it's relevant, you have to take action on it. You have to take scary action. And believe me, every time I did something that I'd never done before, it was scary. But eventually I got really good at internet marketing. I was able to grow my online following. I was able to get my message out to the world. I was able to build a beautiful blog that I was really proud of and a website that I was really proud of. And because I increased my value, first off, I was my own testimonial. Second, at that point in my life, I had an amazing membership site. So what I started to do was I started to share the information that I had learned and then taken practice on, you know, actually put into work. I started creating webinars out of, you know, what I had learned, and then I put my own twist on it. I put my own way of sharing it because I didn't want it to be like too techie or too, you know, sterile or anything for my audience. So I made it customized for my audience, something that I was really, really proud of, and specifically for their needs and the niche that I served. By running those webinars, that really, really increased my value because I was sharing that value with more people. And from that, I was able to grow my membership site just from these webinars, because what I would do is I would run free webinars, but then after 24 or 48 hours, I would lock them away so that if you wanted to access it, you had to be a member of my collective. Plus there's like thousands and thousands of dollars worth of, you know, of education in the collective. And then from people being on the webinars, people would reach out and want a consultation call with me. They'd want to know more about me. They'd want to know if I can help them more with the stuff that they learned, right? Because sometimes people will come to your webinars and they love what you're teaching, they love it, but then when they go back to do it on their own, they're like, where do I start? What should I do first? How do I do it customized for my own niche? So those people ended up wanting my experience, wanting my ideas, wanting suggestions specifically from me. They loved my energy, they loved my passion about it, and they wanted to work with me. When people invest, they're investing for that knowledge that you have and the techniques that you have, but they like your energy. They want to be around you more. They almost want that friend that can push them and motivate them and support them and give them the tools that they needed. And so that's how I increased my value. So for you, I want you to remember that money is energy, right? If you want to be able to attract more money into your life, how can you expend more energy out into the world? How can you give more value? How can you be more energetic and more excited about what you're doing or passionate about what you're doing and share that so people get really passionate about it too? Or if you've achieved something really, really cool, maybe you've launched your own blog or you've maybe written a book or something like that, and you know how to do it and you're excited and you're proud of yourself and you celebrate the fact that you've done it, maybe you can share that with someone else and turn it into a product or a course or a coaching program where you can really, really help people get the results that they're looking for, right? And so on the topic of how money is really all about the art of exchange, I want to make you think about, where does money really come from, right? So money hasn't been around. There haven't been paper bills from the beginning of time. How money really started was just the art of exchange, right? So it used to be back in the day, if I was a farmer, for example, and I farmed apples, right? Just say I had a whole yard full of apples, just so many apples, I could not eat these apples. My family couldn't eat these apples. My cousins, my friends, not everyone could eat these apples. I had so many, so, maybe there's somebody in my city or my town that needs some, right? And then maybe there's somebody across the way who grows cucumbers, right? And I'm like, my under eyes are really dry. I want to be able to put some cucumbers on my eyes. So let me go find someone who I can get some cucumbers for. And because money hadn't existed yet, I would say, well, I have this bucket of apples and it looks like you have a ton of cucumbers. And guys, I'm not a geography genius, so I don't even know if you can grow cucumbers and apples in the same vicinity, but bear with me. So I have this bucket of apples and I see that you have a whole, bucket or basket of cucumbers. Can we trade? Beautiful. That's how money works. You take something that you naturally have, that you have an abundance of, that comes very, very easily to you, and you trade it with somebody else who has something else that they have an abundance of that comes easy to them, that they love growing and nurturing, and they know exactly how to do it. So I don't have to be good at growing apples and cucumbers. I can just be bomb at growing apples and just trade it with someone who grows cucumbers. Now, where the problem started to lie, and this is where money had to come in, is, there was a guy down the street who all he knows how to grow is lima beans. And I think lima beans are disgusting. I think they're so gross, but he wants some apples. And he's like, hey, I'll give you 5 buckets of lima beans for just 1 bucket of apples. I really, really want some apples right now. And I'm like, sorry, man. I just don't like lima beans. You can cook them, you can fry them, you can bake them, you can do whatever you want. The thought of lima beans makes me sick. So sorry, I'm not going to give you any apples. So that's why money was created, so that even if that guy doesn't have exactly what I want, he can trade his lima beans in for money from someone else who loves lima beans. Then he can use that money in order to buy apples, because I can use that money to buy cucumbers, to buy grapefruits, to buy, whatever it is. So instead of thinking about money as this scary thing that you can't get your hands on, just realize that it's exchange. And so if I have something of value, I'm bound to find somebody who I can just exchange it with. So it's great for you to just think to yourself as, what do I have that's valuable? What can I use to help people, to make a difference in people's lives? And from that, you will probably find something of value that you can exchange from other people. So I'm just gonna see if there's any comments. Someone says action is so key. Someone says amazing, great story. Okay, thank you guys so much. Amazing. So definitely just take a couple seconds and think about, is there something that you have of value that you can share, that you can help other people with, that you can give out. Or if you're not quite thinking that you have something of value yet, maybe you feel like you're stuck with a whole bunch of lima beans, can you take a course? Can you learn something new? Can you hire a coach? Can you get some mentorship so that you have that knowledge that you can help somebody and you can give them service, right? Like anything that you want to figure out is figure outable. Anything that you want to learn is learnable. And it's great to invest in yourself and get a course. And there's a lot of stuff that you already have naturally. I know for me, when I was growing up, I was always drawing. I was drawing on everything. And back then people were like, oh, you could sell these drawings. I didn't even realize that the skills that came naturally to me were valuable. So I didn't keep up on it. And now I probably am not very good at drawing, but I found something else that I'm good at that I love. So think about what you do when you procrastinate. Like maybe you're really good at connecting people. Maybe you're good at putting up websites. Maybe you're really good at listening and coaching and giving advice. No matter what you're good at, I'm willing to bet that there's some way that you can use it to increase your value and make sure that you're bringing in the income that you want, right? If you're still working a 9-to-5, what you can do is think about, how can I increase my value at work? So a way that I was constantly getting raises and increases and promotions at the jobs that I worked at, I got like literally record fast increases and promotions and raises at the jobs that I was at, is because I never just acted as if I was in my role. Right? So if I was just, say, a sales associate, for example, I would never just act like a sales associate. I would see what the managers were doing, and I would think, how can I act more like a manager? And how can I support the manager so that they can see that I can take on that kind of responsibility? So you just start to act as if you're that next level. The responsibility, the raises, the money, it just attracts itself to you. Again, that's increasing your value. It's looking at where you're currently at and say, how can I just increase my value? How can I help the company that I'm in? Or if you're in a business, how can I just increase the value of the business that I'm in so that I'm more valuable, and hence the money just comes naturally. So definitely share this if you know anybody who is having money struggles, if they want to learn more about how money works. I'm going to be posting pretty much every day this month talking about money, or talking about passive income, or talking about how to create consistent recurring income, and I would love to share that with you. Now, if you want more tips, tricks, strategies on money, now is the perfect time to join the Yes Apply Collective or my Good Morning Beautiful emails, because November, I've decided the theme for November is going to be Get That Money, Honey. So this entire month, what I'm going to be doing is sharing tips, tricks, hypnosis audios, affirmations, meditations, every single thing that you would need in order to see money in a different way, understand real tangible tools that you can get to increase your income flow to make more money in your life, and then also some spirituality and manifestation tools that you can use to energetically attract more money in your life. So if you're not already a member of the Yes Apply Collective, join the Yes Apply Collective today. The emails start going out tomorrow, and they're going to be incredible. I'm certified in hypnosis, so I'm going to be able to create amazing hypnosis audios for you that literally go right into your subconscious mind and help you just create a better relationship with money, help you understand how money works, help you feel really, really good about money. And when you feel good about money, you can accept it more into your life. You'll stop saying, no, you don't need to get me that gift, or no, I can't accept that, or don't worry, I'll do that for free. You start to realize that receiving is just as good as giving, right? When we grew up, we were always told, like, it's better to give than to receive. And of course, it's great to give, but remember, there's always two sides to that coin. So for every time you receive, that other person gets to give. So why wouldn't you accept more money, more gifts, more incredible things that make you feel great, more love into your life? And when you open yourself up to receiving in one area of your life, maybe it's love or friendships or relationships, you open yourself up to receiving in other areas of your life too, like business and money. So head to yesapply.co/collective. I would love to see you in the collective. There's going to be daily morning rituals to help you attract more good things into your life, including money, exercises and tools that you can use to reset your current money story and feel a lot better about asking for money, talking about money, attracting money into your life, not feeling guilty about money, understanding your current money situation so that you can figure out, first off, where you currently are, and then how to get to a place where you feel really, really good about your money. Positive affirmations. So how affirmations work is if you repeat the same affirmations to yourself every single day, that will slowly but surely go into your subconscious mind, and those things that you used to say will soon become beliefs. So for example, a money affirmation that I absolutely love is people love to pay me money, right? The first time you say that, you might feel like, ooh, I don't know if that feels right or that feels natural to me. But after you say it for 21 days, the wires in your brain will actually rewire. It's called neuroplasticity, and you can actually rewire the way that your brain works. So if you have bad habits, if you have addictions, if you are constantly checking your Instagram, that's a habit. You can actually rewire your brain to create new habits. And you can also do that with money. So you can rewire your brain to help you accept money more, to help you increase your prices in your business. So you're going to get positive affirmations that you can use to feel more comfortable with money. The best time to use affirmations is first thing when you wake up. So before you go on Instagram, before you check your email, first thing when you wake up, listen to positive affirmations audio that I'm going to create for you, or write out your positive affirmations or say them to yourself out loud, and they will soon become real in your mind. I'm also going to share with you tapping routines. So tapping is called emotional freedom techniques. It's absolutely great. So if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling stressed, if you're feeling negative about money, and you just like can't even think about it right now, with these tapping exercises, it's going to release those negative feelings and allow you to feel a lot more positive, which is going to allow that energy to flow, and energetically you're going to be able to feel more positive and attract more money. And I go deep, deep, deep into how I reset my childhood money story into one that serves me and allows me to charge my worth. A lot of you guys have seen my stories in the last few days where I was talking about my money story as a child. So I grew up in a single parent household. There was always some sort of fight or debate going on about money. So I grew up thinking that money caused a lot of tension. I grew up thinking that if I asked for money, I would just get rejected and that people would say no to me. And I didn't realize that these were my thoughts until I did some deep work on myself to realize what money beliefs I was holding on to. Once I was able to let go of those money beliefs, asking for raises got so much easier. Charging my worth got so much easier. I never felt negative about asking for money or feeling like I deserved money. And believe me, when you let go of those feelings of, being scared to ask for money or not feeling like you deserve money, you will see that income flow so much faster into your life. So that's just a small bit of what I'm going to be talking about this month in the Good Morning Beautiful emails. So you can head to yesapply.co/collective to join the collective, and that's where you'll get every single day for the month these morning rituals that are going to help you reset your money beliefs, and you'll get access to everything that's available for you in the collective. There's literally thousands of dollars worth of tools in there. One of the girls in the collective was actually saying she used my blogging on a budget course in there to build her first website. So she literally just went through step by step how to build her website in there, and boom, now she has a website and she's about to start her own business. So that's what you'll get in the collective. If you don't want to join the whole collective and you just want to get access to the emails, you can head to yesapply.co/goodmorningbeautiful, and then there you'll get the daily morning emails. But if you want this, you have to sign up now, because the morning emails start tomorrow. So if you miss tomorrow, you're going to miss a whole day. And it takes 21 days to set a new habit, and I would love for you to be able to get everything all at once. You can put what I'm giving you into a journal or notebook and go back to these morning rituals all the time. So if you want access to morning affirmations to help you with money, hypnosis audios, tapping, journaling prompts and journaling exercises, really everything that you need to reset your money mindset, reset the way you feel about money, rewrite your current money story, and then be able to attract more money into your life and just feel overall really amazing about money, head to yesapply.co/goodmorningbeautiful. I would love to hang out with you. I'd love to answer your questions, and you are going to be completely blown away by how much incredible content is in the collective for you to help you take your passion and turn it into a business, and really just getting all the tools that you need to reset your mindset and just create an incredible life. The reason why I created this is I was always so passionate about helping people who are creative, who are talented, but didn't know how to take that and actually create a life that they love. That's why I created the Yes Apply Collective. I created it because I was tired of seeing people struggle. I was tired of seeing people confused, and I wanted to just be able to lay out step by step what you need to, first off, figure out what your passion, your purpose is in life, and then be able to take those tools to turn it into something that makes you feel really, really proud of the work that you do every day. So guys, see, there's a lot of you on here. If you have questions for me, let me know. If not, please follow. Hit the like button. Some king says he thinks I'm brilliant. That's so nice. It's rare people use the word brilliant, but I think that's a freaking awesome word. Third Eye Thirst says, I concur. Spiritualista Boutique says, I love my brand. In my head, you are a boss babe girlfriend. LOL. I will always watch your YouTube videos. Oh, thank you. My YouTube videos are actually repurposed from my lives. Little sneaky trick I do there. Spiritualista Boutique says, I have knowledge and also provide affirmation. Oh my God, affirmation candles. What? Can you send me information on that? I feel like that's something I need in my life. You provide spiritual knowledge and post about candles. Not sure if you have too much content, too little content. There's no such thing as too much content. Content is king. It's always good to have a lot of content. I think the struggle is knowing what should be your free content, what people should pay for. That's what most people ask me. Okay, guys. Oh, someone says, oh, Sharice loves the emails. I love you, Sharice. Okay, guys, you are so awesome. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for all the questions. Thank you for being here. Please hit the share button. Believe me, there is somebody on your Facebook page, on your list, on your Instagram, on your YouTube, who is stressing about money. And they don't realize that all that they need to do is just increase their value and just start sharing what they're naturally good at and just putting it in front of the people who need to hear or need their message or need what they're good at, right? And so if you hit the share button and somebody sees this who needed to see this, you could completely transform their life. And I'm not just saying this to get a share. It'd be awesome if you share it, and I love it because it helps me reach more people. But also videos like this, I've been getting so many messages the past few days from people saying that it's changing their life, that it's helped them start a business, that it's helped them get out of their shell, finally start that blog that they wanted to create, finally stop hiding things from their husbands and their fiancés and boyfriends, and just being real with themselves and being real with the people in their lives and loving themselves more and having confidence. And it's like, we as women especially, we're all going to be stronger if we work together. We're all going to be stronger if we lift each other up. My #1 mission in life is to help lift everyone up, no matter what you've overcome, no matter what your setbacks, no matter what you're going through. And so help me in my mission, hit the share button, share this with more people, and then of course lift yourself up and just help people around you create your yes. And believe me, all that positivity will come back to you. So I'm going to share my link one more time, yesapply.co/collective. I would love to hang out with you in the collective. There's an amazing group of people in there who are absolutely killing it, doing big things, and we would love to see you there. So thanks for joining me, guys. Thanks for the heart. I love you, and I will be back tomorrow around 12 EST. Mwah. Bye.